Genesis 3:19 concludes God's pronouncement of the consequences of Adam's disobedience. After describing the cursed ground, the painful labor, and the resistance from nature, Genesis 3:17 through 18, this verse emphasizes the lifelong hardship of survival and ultimately the certainty of death, marking the fulfillment of God's warning in Genesis 2:17. Verse 19, "In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return." Key phrases: "In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread, till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return." In Hebrew, the concepts for these phrases are as follows. 1. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread. B'ze'at ape kato'akhal lehem, b'ze'at apeka tokhal lechem. B'ze'at apeka, b'ze'at apeka. In the sweat of your face, signifying exhausting physical labor and struggle. Tokhal lechem, to'akhal lehem. You shall eat bread, meaning survival and daily sustenance will come only through hard effort. Adshuvka, adshubka, until you return, referring to the inevitability of death. El ha'adama, to the ground, reminding man of his origin and final destination. Ki mimena lukata, for from it you were taken, linking man's beginning and end to the earth. 3. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. Ki afar ata ve'el afar tashuv, ki afar ata. For dust you are, reinforcing human fragility and origin from the earth. Ve'el afar tashuv, vael apar tashavbi, and to dust you shall return, confirming mortality and the result of disobedience. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread. This phrase shows the severity of the curse on man's labor. Unlike the effortless provision in Eden, man must now exert intense effort just to survive. The sweat emphasizes not only physical toil, but the burden of living in a fallen world. Till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. This reminds Adam of his created nature. He was formed from the dust, Genesis 2:7, and now because of sin, he will return to it. Death is no longer a theoretical warning, but a pronounced reality. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. These sobering words finalize God's judgment. Human beings, though created in God's image, are physically fragile and now subject to decay. The verse highlights the stark contrast between the intended eternal fellowship with God and the consequence of separation caused by sin. Genesis 3:19 encapsulates the full consequence of the fall: hard labor, struggle for sustenance, and eventual death. It confronts humanity with the seriousness of sin and the gravity of disobedience. Yet this grim pronouncement also sets the stage for humanity's longing for redemption and restoration, fulfilled later through the promise of resurrection and eternal life at Romans 5:12-19, 1 Corinthians 15:21-22.